that is our killer whale family, showing off their size, speed, power, and problem-solving abilities. These behaviors keep our whales active and engaged. SeaWorld's killer whales have inspired generations to care about our natural world, and we're excited to share their story with you today.
Killer whales are the ocean's top predator. They use cooperation and communication, not just size and strength, to take their place at the top of the ocean's food web. At the bottom are small animals, like krill. At the top, the apex predator, the killer whale. Killer whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer, high-flying and powerful.
We're going to see all of that today and more. These and other behaviors provide an environment full of enrichment.
We spend days, weeks, months, and years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit the doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Throughout today's experience, you'll see the killer whales moving together in unison. These synchronized behaviors help strengthen their social bonds and allow them to problem solve as a group. This is just another reason why they are known as the ocean's top predator. Their scientific name is Orcinus orca. Their common name is killer whale, and our 5 whales have their own personal names: Takara, Sakari, Kamea, and joining us right out front, Kyuquot and Tuar. Kamea is our youngest whale. She's only 8 years old. And her mom, Takara, is our oldest whale. She's 30 years old. Takara is also the matriarch of our pod, which means she's the leader. These whales trust us, and they take an active role in their own health and well-being. Through the use of positive reinforcement training techniques, we teach them husbandry, or healthcare behaviors. And joining us today, we have Carrie and Laura, who are going to help demonstrate some of these behaviors.
Thanks, Danny. Hi, everyone. I'm over here with one of our male killer whales. This is Tuar, and he is 22 years old. Now, Tuar is going to demonstrate one of the very first behaviors that we teach all of our whales. This is called a fluke present. In this position, he'll bring his tail flukes right up here to the side of the pool. Now, not only can we get a great look at his entire body, this also allows us access to the easy-to-see veins that run very shallow on the underside of his tail flukes. Our veterinarians can draw blood from these veins at least once a month during our whales' monthly physicals. And the whales are conditioned to remain nice and calm throughout the entire procedure. Now, throughout the presentation today, you'll also see the killer whales getting back rubs, belly rubs, or a nice tail rub like Tuar is getting. This is because killer whales have very sensitive skin, and it's just one of the many ways we can continue to build our relationships with them.
That's right, Laura. Hey everyone, I'm over on the other side of the pool hanging out with Kyuquot, who is the largest member of our killer whale pod. Another important diagnostic we have with the whales is how much they weigh. We weigh each of them on a weekly basis by asking them to slide their entire bodies out of the water onto a killer whale size scale. Just as Kyuquot's demonstrating for us right here. Now, while he's in this shallow area of the pool, you may notice that a portion of his body back there, from his dorsal fin down to his tail flukes, remains partially in the water. That area of his body is called the peduncle, and it contains some very large, very powerful muscles. So in this position, we wouldn't get an accurate weight on the whales. So to solve that problem, we've trained the whales to lift up their heads and tails. And that is how we know that as of Tuesday morning, Kyuquot is weighing in at 9,580 pounds. It's important that we weigh all of the whales on a regular basis to ensure that the younger whales are growing properly and the adult whales like Kyuquot here are maintaining a healthy weight. These husbandry behaviors help us to ensure that the whales are healthy and thriving.
And the care isn't just physical. mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt, and for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales, and for us.
Alright everyone, we've reached a very special part of our presentation where all of you guys get to help us out. How does that sound? Awesome! We're going to start over here with the left side of the stadium. Laura is down here at the glass with Tuar, and they're going to help us demonstrate some of the ways that killer whales learn. They learn through observational learning and mimicry. So basically what that means is they play games like follow the leader with their mothers, other whales, and here at SeaWorld, they do that same thing with us trainers. So we're going to have everyone on this left side of the stadium play a quick game of follow the leader with Tuar. So what you guys are going to do is take your left arm, put it straight up in the air, and give Tuar a big wave hello. Look at that, he's waving right back at you. Killer whales are very curious animals, and we often see them spy hopping or jumping completely out of the water to get a better view of their surroundings. And with all of your help, Tuar is going to help us demonstrate that with a behavior that we call a sighting bow. So this time, take your left arm and point it towards the pool, and then throw that arm across your body. Nicely done. It looks like Tuar saw you, and he's on the way to the bottom of his habitat at 40 feet deep before exiting right in the center. Awesome job, guys. Now over here on this side of the stadium, Carrie and Kyuquot are going to help us demonstrate some of the different ways that killer whales communicate. And this time it's the right side of the stadium's turn to help. So why don't you guys take both of your pointer fingers out in front of you and pretend like you're conducting an orchestra. Now, did you guys know that scientists believe that when killer whales leap out of the water, it may be a way of making their presence known? Sound waves travel about 4.5 times faster in the water than in the air. So when a whale leaps out of the water and crashes down on the surface, that sound can be heard for miles around. Kyuquot's going to help us demonstrate that with a behavior that we call a breach. So this time, stack both of your fists on top of each other and karate chop your bottom fist down. Nicely done. Similar to Tuar, he's headed to the bottom of his pool, and he's going to jump right in the center. However, this time, it's going to make a much louder sound. Awesome job, you guys. Thank you all so much for your help. Give yourselves a big round of applause. As you can see, killer whales can communicate by leaping out of the water and making an impressive sound. SeaWorld's research and observation of the killer whales in our aquarium has shed light on many mysteries about these amazing animals. For example, we know the gestation period of a pregnant killer whale is 17 months. That's information that would be impossible to obtain in the wild. However, some information can only be gained through field observation. SeaWorld works with our partners like the Norwegian Orca Survey to help further our knowledge. Killer whales are remarkable, powerful animals, and perhaps the best expression of that power is when they hunt.
Killer whales stand apart. They have no natural predators, and just about any other ocean animal can be their dinner. Depending on where they live and their chosen prey, they've developed some epic hunting techniques. Off the coast of South America, killer whales will beach themselves, riding in on waves just long enough to catch prey. They'll also create waves that knock animals like penguins or seals from ice cliffs. Most importantly, they cooperate, communicate, and coordinate as a team. Here's footage of killer whales corralling a school of herring. A whale dips in and feeds, while the other whales eat the fish together with swipes of their tailfins.
In the ocean, killer whales create waves to hunt. They use fluke slams to stun their prey and can even beach themselves up and out of the water. For our whales, it's a fun demonstration, but for you, it's the thrill of the hunt. Killer whales are amazing athletes. They can eat over 100 pounds of food in a single day. Depending on time of year and where they live, their prey can vary. Unfortunately, things like overfishing and pollution pose serious threats to many populations of killer whales.
Killer whales are impressive animals, and it's pretty obvious why they're the top predator in the ocean. That means killer whales are invincible, right? Wrong.
Killer whales depend on a plentiful food source and a clean environment. They're completely dominant, yet completely dependent.
When it comes down to it, killer whales are not the most powerful animal in the ocean.
Their future depends on you.
Through your actions.
Through the choices we all make.
We hold the future of killer whales and the ocean in our hands.
Sorry, excuse me.
Killer whales continue to surprise and amaze us. They're the perfect ambassador of the ocean, limitless, connected,
so vulnerable.
The challenges that we face can seem insurmountable.
Don't give up. Be inspired.
We can make a difference. The ocean needs our help, and that seems overwhelming, but together we can make it happen.
There's so much to learn.
So much to protect.
So much to explore.
The killer whale story is still being written, and there are simple things we all can do to make a difference.
All it takes is one choice.
One positive act. One ripple that can grow and grow.
And change the world.
Together, we've got this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope that by joining us today, these animals have inspired you and deepened your appreciation for killer whales, just as they have for all of us. You will continue to learn from these amazing animals, and we hope that you will too. Thank you so much for joining us, and have a great rest of your day here at SeaWorld.
Follow SeaWorld on Facebook and Instagram to keep track of our latest rescues and find out more about the animals in our kit. Thanks again, everyone, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your day at SeaWorld.